and I have some 10 key findings I would want to go through for you as revealed by the investigation over there. The very first one has to do with the sudden demise, or let me say the sudden loss of lift due to downdraft. Downdraft, that's cause of accident. Sudden loss of lift due to downdraft. It says the investigation determined that the immediate cause of the accident was the sudden loss of altitude and lift due to downdraft. This loss of weight occurred without any change in power or pitch altitude from the crew. That is the very first one. The second one has to do with the adverse environmental conditions and high terrain. And the loss of altitude was consistent with downdraft associated with changing environmental conditions over the terrain. The flight path involved rising terrain and adverse weather and limited visibility, all conducive to contributing or creating sudden and powerful turbulent wind currents. Number 3 has to do with lack of en route weather information. En route weather information. A major environmental constraint was the lack of weather information available to the pilot along the flight route. The crew relied only on aerodrome weather reports from Accra and Kumasi, which showed poor conditions. For example, low clouds at 600 to 900 feet in Kumasi. That's the point number 3. I have 10 for you. Number 4, transition to instrument flight near impact. So that's point number 4. The crew initiated the flight under visual flight rules, that is VFR. In marginal weather, the helicopter subsequently entered instrument meteorological conditions, that is IMC/clouds, at 9:56 and transitioned to IFR, but lost control and impacted a ridge line just 2 minutes later at 9:58. That's point number 4. Number 5, impact point on ridge line. The final point of impact was a ridge line at 1,350 feet above sea level, approximately 6.5 miles from the destination of Obuasi. That's 6.5 miles from the destination of Obuasi. That's point number 5. Number 6, please listen. Aircraft lacked critical safety enhancement, and although the helicopter was deemed airworthy and serviceable, it lacked crucial modern safety enhancement needed for flying safer in adverse weather over high terrain. Key missing ingredients or equipment including number 1, terrain awareness and warning system, that is HTAWS-EGPWS. Number 2, advanced navigation with terrain mapping, that's number 2. Number 3, we have automatic flight control system, AFCS. That's number 3 for you. But point number 7 from the investigation, the 10 highlighted points of investigation as revealed by the report. This number 7, limited national navigational capability. A systemic factor was the limited national navigational capability available for providing both en route and remote areas weather services to aircraft. The environment also lacked ground-based navigational aids en route. That's point number 7. Let's do point number 8. Please stay with me, just 2 points. Okay, point number 8 says absence of modern flight monitoring and tracking. Absence of modern flight monitoring and tracking. So the Air Force operations lacked modern real-time oversight systems, specifically no flight data. no flight data monitoring, that is FDM, and no real-time tracking system such as secondary surveillance radar or ADS-B. That's point number 8. Point number 9, and it says no simulator training for crews. Deficient, and I must say a deficit in enhanced training was noted with the investigation, finding that the crew had no access to stimulator training for recurrent practice and preparedness. So they lacked some training. That's point number 9. And the very final one has to do with crew competence and health ruled out. The competence of the crew was upped, and the health of the crew was also upped. So they ruled it out. So it says the investigation ruled out human factors related to crew competence or health. Both the captain and the crew members were qualified FAA commercial and instrumented pilots, and a review of medical and psychological records showed no known conditions that would have materially affected their performance by way of flying that very day on the 6th of August 2025. So these are some 10 key findings per the report as made public by Paul Fojo. Or in Fojo, he made those distant report public, and here are they, about 10 revelations from the probe into the helicopter crash that killed 8 people. So basically, for me, I would say Ghana killed 8 government officials, or 8 gallant Ghanaians, we Ghanaians. In effect, you see, the president is the president we refer to as the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and this is Ghana Armed Force helicopter carrying the defense, the in charge of the armed forces, the defense minister, the man in charge. And you do not have this, you do not have that, you do not have this, you do not have that, you do not have this. All of these things, security and safety enhancement apparatus and materials, you do not have this, you do not have that. So we ourselves, we the Ghana Armed Force, we have killed our minister Omanebuama and the 7 others. We have killed him, led by the president himself. I'm telling you, and I'm not joking. We Ghanaians, led by the president John Dramani Mahama, we have killed Omanebuama and the 7 others. We have killed them. You see, the same defense ministry today, Wednesday 12th of November, the same defense ministry has killed 6 females. Today, 3 months ago, we killed 8. Today, we have killed 6. The same defense. Petty security safety enhancement things you couldn't get for the Z9. People have perished. 8 lives. Today, small enlistment, small and 21,000 people. Don't you have brain that you can encamp 30,000? Get to Britain and look at how they do enlistment over there. This madness and foolishness must stop. And I'm talking to you, the Ghana Armed Forces. And I've heard people doing politics with it. Then my antenna, nothing like this happened. Then my antenna, nothing like this happened. And John Mahama, we say you should appoint a substantive defense minister. The defense minister himself, we have killed him. Omanebuama himself. Does that mean if Omane or we have appointed a substantive defense minister, this wouldn't have happened? A helicopter will carry Omanebuama, the defense minister himself. We, led by the president, we have killed him. So if Kesarato Fosen is acting defense minister, and you are doing politics with it, and you are saying we are talking to the president, he won't listen. He should appoint substantive Defense Minister, what is this about? So are you saying people are not competent if there is no political leader as substantive minister, the directors and the officers, military, a disciplined institution like the military? What are you talking about? And 6 people have died. You know, Mr. President, people have to be responsible for the demise of the 8 people. People must be responsible for the demise of these 6 people who died today. And heads must roll. It can't be normal grammar and chi mixed up, saying a man na umewu na ya kasi one train kakra and all of that. No, heads must roll. Give them some 14 days, some 7 days, some 21 days to do the investigation and come up with findings, and heads must roll. The military killed 8 people. The military, led by John Dramani Mahama, he is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the military in this country. They are helicopter killed. When we talk, some say, oh, when you go to the advanced countries like the US, like where London, helicopters fall. So what? We should be falling our helicopters and be killing people on petty safety enhancement things we have to get as a country. You have come to office from January to August. We couldn't examine to get all these safety things on it. Can you say you have bought a car? You have a car. You don't have side mirrors, or you don't have a steering wheel, but the car is fit. You can drive on the Accra road. Or even if you have steering wheel, you don't have brakes. When the rain is falling, you don't have windscreen, what do you call, wipers, and you don't have all those safety things, and you are bold and you are driving on the road, and DVLA should be watching you, and the police MTTD should be watching you. When you go and you get an accident, who would we blame? We live in a country, we don't want to apportion blames at all. Put the blame squarely. And for me, I put it on you, Mr. President. Yes. We have watched to kill 8 3 months ago. It was a Wednesday, 6th August. Today, 3 months after, 12 November, we have killed 6. We killed 8, today 6. I'm going for a breather. I'm too charged because the nonsense in this country is just too much. Please stay with me. I'll be right back.
Complete shock
of the results.
Yes.